It's your boy 24 Banksy, the Profit Club. And in this episode, I sat down and spoke to my boy Trey, another member of the Profit Club. But this one's deep. Trey went from delivering food, DoorDash, to sleeping in his car while figuring out trading. This guy was homeless and trading. Homeless and figuring out trading. Then he got funded and then he got a payout of 26K and it changed everything, So you guys need to lock in. Listen to what this man says about being humble. Listen to what he says about searching for clarity and putting in the work that is needed if you want to make it in trading. This is inspirational.
The star man is in the building, boy. How you doing, brother? You good?
Bro, you good?
I'm good, bro, man. I'm good. Let's get to it, Trey, man. Firstly, thank you for your time. You're a valued member of the club. We appreciate you. You're a big voice in there. Even though you're not really a huge voice in there, but you're definitely like a star player in there. So listen, give us a brief introduction about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, how long you've been trading. Let us know.
So I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm 25. Started trading 2 years ago. And I used to play college ball. That was kind of like my thing growing up and all that. And I remember I was sitting at a coffee shop one day with my friend, and he was like talking to me about Forex and all that. And I was like thinking it's this crazy scam. I was like, bro, I didn't even know what like the Forex market was or anything about that. I just thought like it was just like long-term investments. I had no clue about no Forex, no stock market, no Dow Jones, no none of that. So he was telling me about all this Euro USD and all this crap, and I was like, bro, what is that? And he's like, people doing like 40K days and stuff like that. I was thinking it's just a scam. So I was like, no, there's no way. And like at that time, I was editing videos, like basketball videos.
Okay.
I remember like we were like kept like working on stuff like that. Like I was working on my basketball videos, and he was studying Forex. He was on Baby Pips, I think it was Baby Pips.
Okay. Yeah, Baby Pips. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that, and he like kept like bugging me for like a few weeks about it. And like one day I kind of just finally like actually like listened, because I was like, maybe he's actually onto something, maybe he's actually telling me something. And I remember I kind of like did like my own little research on it. Like, damn, like people are really making like money, like this is real, you know what I'm saying? And like I remember kind of just coming across like some of like the influencer traders and just kind of got like the motivation. Like everyone kind of gets that thing where they see the Lambos, they see the McLaren, they see all that stuff. So like they see the lifestyle, and like I personally thought first, I was like, okay, I can think of like I can help my family if I can learn this skill set. Like I can like, because like that was like my initial thing, was just like I want to retire my mom, my dad. That was like my initial goal in mind. You know what I'm saying, to help them out. And ended up going down this crazy rabbit hole. Started off trading like SMC, kind of like just little nonsense trading. I don't think we were gonna get offended by that, but I did that for about a year, and then I came across your page. And I think I seen Q repost one of your stories or something like that. And I was like, oh, who's this guy?
Okay.
And I seen just putting up crazy numbers. So I was like, bro, I don't know what this guy does, how he does it, but I gotta learn it. Like I was like, he's putting up 50K days, 40K days. I was like, how the hell is he doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because like my mentor at the time, he wasn't doing that. So I was like, learn, kind of what you're on. And I was like, damn, like it's like consistent, like just blues left and right. So I was like, okay, let me just try to figure it out. That's when I joined. Or you ended up, crazy enough, it was like, I think like a month after I started following you, you launched the Launchpad or the Profit Club. So it was crazy. So, like the timing was crazy. And then that was
early.
Sorry?
From early, he was with us like from the start.
Yeah. And then ended up joining that. And then it was crazy because like I never told you like what actually happened in the beginning. So like I ended up joining the club. Literally, I wish I was lying, bro. 3.5 weeks, I got 600K funded within 3.5 weeks.
No way.
I don't know what happened. Within 3.5 weeks, 600K funded. It was just blues left and right. I didn't even know what I was doing.
Within 3 weeks of joining, you was on 600K funded.
I can show you everything.
Wow.
And I was on this crazy rush, and I was like, bro, like I felt like I was on top of the world and all that.
Wow.
And after that, I blew the account because like I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was still super fresh to it, you know what I'm saying? So like I kind of just crashed out, started getting in my head a little bit. And then I ended up taking like a little break from trading just because like I had to get like my finances right and all that. And that led me kind of down like this crazy route.
Mhm.
with just kind of like losing jobs and all that stuff, and like bro, I was like doing like dishwashing jobs. I was like
Mhm.
I was doing like even doing like I kid you not, literally half a year ago, I was literally doing like skip the dishes kind of driving, like just like delivering like stuff like that.
Oh, like food
The
delivery
dishes in the
stuff?
UK,
Was it?
skip the dishes. You have
No, no,
any
no.
what's
Yeah,
like Uber Eats, you
like
know?
a like a Uber Eats kind of.
Exactly, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. We have Deliveroo, Uber Eats. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yeah,
like DoorDash, like that
exactly,
kind of thing.
exactly, yeah.
He was hustling hard. So he was hustling, trying to get the money right so he could trade.
Yeah, it was crazy times.
I
And then
love
yeah, I
it.
just kind of just went down this path of like jumping from job to job, trying to figure out trading and all that. And kind of here we are now.
Yeah. And you've improved so much, man. You've come a long way in a short space of time. So you ain't even you haven't even been trading that long. That's that's really interesting. But you know what? It all starts there. I'm a hustler by nature as well, and I was always hustling and trying to find a way to get money when I was getting into trading because all I wanted to do was fund my account, before I knew about any prop firms and stuff like that. So you're definitely on the right route, like you're on the right track. Okay, so that's like a little bit about yourselves. What would I say? Could you think of like one specific trade that comes to mind that shows the shift of like maybe the way you thought or the way you executed from when you didn't really when you thought you knew what you was doing before but you didn't really know versus like now? Like, is there ever a day where you think, man, there was this one time, man, but these days when this happens, I do this? Is there anything like an example you could think of?
I don't know the exact date, but I remember there was a day I took a sell and you took a buy, and I got smacked. And
What
that's when it really clicked. I was like, hey, like there's so much more learning I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much more. Like you can never stop learning. Like I used to think like you kind of just get the strategy and then that's it.
Yeah,
But like
yeah. Way.
continuous growth, like you can never stop learning the trading.
Mm,
Like I back test every single day and I still learn something new every single week. Like it's just
for
you
sure.
cannot stop learning. So like that was probably the one like moment in time where I was like, hey, like I really need to like figure something out. Like something's got to change because like I'm not seeing the same market you're seeing, or I'm not seeing the
Yeah,
same setup you're seeing because like if I'm getting smacked within a few seconds, but then you're taking, a 20, 30K trade,
yeah,
smiles. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, chilling.
yeah. So that was probably the one moment. I don't know the exact date, but that was that day.
Yeah. What made you join the Profit Club? What made you like what made you I know you've been here and you've stayed here, but like what kind of because there's so many different communities, there's so many influencers who are huge, these guys who are like I know some guys are big marketers and some guys are really good traders, whatever. What kind of like led you towards, the Profit Club? What did it for you?
Honestly, just seeing the consistency you were having, that kind of like really like sparked my attention. And also like it's kind of weird, but like you're not flashy. Like you're not like
Mm,
posting 50 different things, like just like
yeah, yeah.
you don't know where it's
Rentals
real or
or
not.
like,
Like, you don't know like so I was a kid, like you kind of remind me of myself. Like I'm not like a big person that's like trying to be flashy and stuff like that. Like I don't really like posting a lot of stuff like that. Like I
yeah,
like keeping a lot of stuff myself. Like even the last month, this is the most I ever posted in my entire life. Like usually I'm very just to myself. Like I don't really care about posting and all that. But like you
yeah,
just kind of showed like I'm a day trader. I'm not just trying to show this facade of like this crazy lifestyle with the rentals, like you're saying, like going and I don't know. It's just like I just seen like the realness in it, and I was like, okay, like I got to be a part of this. I don't even know because like you didn't even like market it that crazy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Well, I was just like, let me just join it.
Yeah,
Let
we
me just
don't. We don't really do any marketing. Like I know Q definitely like posted me a few times and stuff like that, which got a lot of people's attention. But even when you was coming to my page, as you say, a few people have said that to me. I wasn't ever like, we don't really run any ads. We don't do any real heavy marketing. I'm not going and renting cars and this kind of, listen, man, like I travel, I do things with my family. I have my businesses, I do my thing, and I have things I like. I have taste on what I like, but I don't really believe in the whole super crazy, look at my Lambo type shit. Like I'm not, listen, man, when I get the Porsche, I get the Porsche, but it's not going to be all over Instagram crazy. I might post a few little things, but I'm not trying to, nah. That's not my style. And you know what? It's funny you say that because when I was speaking to Gabe earlier, as I said to him, we've handpicked, me and Rocky handpicked a couple of people, in the community. There's only like 3 or 4 people we wanted to speak to at the moment. And he said to me, he said that he felt like I was relatable and he could relate to me and he felt like we were really genuine, and it's kind of feels like what you're saying, which I really appreciate because that's all we wanted. We wanted it to feel real. We wanted everyone to know it's a family, and we're building something strong, where we all know each other. So that's really important. So I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so what specific challenges were you facing before joining the club? Like, was there any real issues you had other than the fact of, okay, he's trading this way, I'm trading this way? Was there any like real issues you were facing that feel like they've kind of been fixed since, or you've improved on them since being in the club?
Professionalism, like the way you and Rocky and Scotty like approach the market. It's like there's an actual system behind it. Like it's not just like I'm getting into the market today just because I want to get into the market. Like you're like, I have this fixed set of confluences, and if they're not there, I'm not getting in the market. I need my 100 point stop, or I'm not getting in the market. Like just like the professionalism behind it, like having like an actual like system in place. Because back then I didn't really care. I was kind of just like, oh, I see a 1-2. It's looking like a 13R trade, like just a bunch of nonsense, So like I didn't really feel like I felt like I was gambling at that point. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't feel like I was a day trader. I just felt like I was like majority of these people that be trading nowadays, they just want to get a quick flip to side
Yeah,
hustle. So there was no like professional approach to it. And the way you guys explained it and broke it down, I was like, damn, like I don't even have my rules set. Like I don't even have a rule, but what the hell's my rules? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
confused, you know what I'm saying? So like I'll take 4 trades and I'm like, yo, why am I in, why am I blowing accounts? Why am I, whatever. So like just like the systematic approach that you guys have, I feel like that's like the biggest shift that is helped me a lot for sure.
Yeah, professionalism is very important, and I'm glad it's that. I'm glad it's that. It's not just like, oh man, like since I got around you, I can just hold long trades. No, it's the systemized approach. Systematic, as you said. We take it very serious. We've been studying this for a long time, and improving and shaping and we're still learning as we go. We're growing as Ronaldo goes out and trains. It's the same way we go out and I still back test every week, which is why I get frustrated if I'm on Sunday and I'm doing my analysis and I'm setting up my rules for the week or I'm setting up my chart for the week, and then like I go on Instagram stories and I see some of like the other members who are not putting the results up yet, and they're just partying, drinking, they're going crazy. They're not really taking it that serious. There's nothing there's nothing wrong with going out and enjoying yourself, but bro, have you done your work? And this is like it's the professional side I take really serious. And I know those guys do too, Scotty and Rocky, they both do too. So that's dope. Okay. What how much growth do you think you had since you've been with the club? How much growth, whether it's percentage, whether it's like money, whether it's whatever, like for you to measure it, how much growth do you feel like you had since you've been with the Profit Club?
My life's completely 180, bro. Like I said, like I was doing dishwasher jobs, like I was, you know, even shoveling sidewalks at one point. Like I was really like just trying to get any single dollar I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even tell you guys this, and this is probably like the first time I ever even told anybody. Like I don't want to say like publicly, but like in a way publicly, but like
Mm.
for like majority of the summer, bro. Last summer I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? So like
Oh wow.
I was like really trying to figure things out. Just kind of like it's a long story, but I was sleeping in the whip. You know what I'm saying? So like trying to learn how to trade, have a job, like it was tough. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah. Wow.
so that was like the one thing that was like kind of helping me on those times. Just trading was like really there,
Yeah, yeah. He was
and
learning and trading and learning and trading and being disciplined, being diligent while homeless, basically, you know?
so that's why like I like give so much like glory to God. Like I'm always talking about God because it's just like really brought me out of the storm like that. Like this literally the summer, bro. Like not or I think I ended up getting on my feet around like October,
Right.
November. So, like that entire like summer, I was just like sleeping in the whip, just trying to figure like, things out, and that was like probably like one of the most like craziest like transitional moments in my life. 'Cause, like I grew so much in trading, and
Mm.
life and just mentally and spiritually and everything like that. So like it was
Wow.
just like I'm saying, like just seeing like now, like bro, like last month it was like I don't want to talk too much about numbers, but like having 20K days, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? From
I saw
you know,
them. I saw them on your page. I see you posting them.
yeah,
20K days are becoming like your norm, like, and that's unfunded. That's like real money. That's like you could really withdraw and take this money home and go spend it. That's I was really impressed with that. Really impressed with that because you know what, Trey? I remember when I started doing 20K days, and even though you get to a point, and you're probably at this point now where they do start to become normal to you, and this is not in like a boastful way, but just like you're not like going crazy, jumping around, celebrating them. You're just doing them, and if you lose, you lose, and if you win, you win, and it's kind of just like that. But that is a serious level up. Like when I look back at some of my early trades, and I used to be so excited and gassed if I hit 3.5K, and then you're doing like 27K, and it's just normal. Like, yo, guys, yeah, boom. Like, you have to be really proud of yourself for that. For a man who was homeless and sleeping in the car, hustling sidewalks, and doing washing dishes to be able to put 20K days on the board and go, and withdraw that money. That's a serious come up. So I appreciate you sharing that. That's some real shit. That's some real
appreciate
shit, man. You should be really proud of yourself, bro. Um, how consistent would you say you are, or you've become? Not how you are like week by week, but how consistent would you say you've been
I'd
over
say
the
very like not like you said, like not like a boastful way, but it's just like I love to fucking learn. Sorry, excuse my French, but like I love to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love the game of trading. Like it's just so like I really want to take it as serious as I possibly can. So like it's just every single day, like I'm making sure like I check off all my boxes. Like I have my rules like on my whiteboard. Like yeah,
Mm,
get my 5 back tests in a day. It's just kind of like a little staple for me. Like I like doing 5 a day just to
yeah,
stay.
yeah, yeah.
When I actually get on the charts, I'm not feeling like I'm trading. I just feel like I'm just kind of
You're
back
doing
testing.
it. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that it's definitely been like the biggest like thing for me is like consistency is just making sure I'm following those things. And once I come to the market, it's a little bit easier. And
Mm,
just having the rules and set in place. And like I literally have like a checkbox, like how many rules did I break this week? You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I literally check off every single time I break a rule, just trying to like hold myself accountable, not lie to myself and like not overtrade and really try to again just like what I got from you guys is just being treating it like a business and
Yeah,
like no consistency in the business like that business is gonna fall, you're gonna be bankrupt, it's gonna all that stuff. So like it's the same thing here trading. You start breaking your rules, that one rule turns into 5 rules, that 5 rules turns into 10, and you're sitting there and like bro I already dealt with all the crap. I don't want to go back
yeah,
to
yeah.
whip. I don't want to you know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, no. We're not going back there.
No,
We ain't
no,
going back
no,
there,
exactly.
man. No, 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 no. Next time you're sleeping in the whip, man, you'll be sleeping in a G wagon or something, man. We ain't going back there. And it's been earned. It's earned. Nothing given. Like it's been earned, and that's what I love about that story because you listen. Some people when they're homeless, they just beg on the street or whatever they do, and they're down and out, and it's just they let the depression get the best of them. But if a man is still learning and hustling his way through, it's all earned, and this is why you've been blessed, and as you said, you give it back to God. Well, I feel like He continues to bless and give us what we earn. We don't. I don't feel like we get it as just a given. It has to be earned. So you deserve that. Okay. What would you say? What would you say is the most? I know you said professionalism, but is there a specific skill that you feel like you learned most from being in the club? Doesn't have to be, but if there is one, I'd love you to share it. Or skills. What's the most like specific skills you feel like you learned from being in the club?
Mm, frick, man, that's a good question, man. I want to answer this correctly, man. I think just like the technical analysis part, like that's like something that's crazy to me. Like the fact that like I don't really like take it in sometimes. Like we're trading like trillions of dollars of volume a day.
Mm,
Like that doesn't like sometimes like it just feels like a game, like a video game to me. But then like I really like let it sink in. I'm like, yo, I'm moving with trillions of dollars of investors right now. Like
mm,
that's
mm.
like such a crazy skill set to have. And like I've seen it like now, like I'm seeing like I can trade BTC if I wanted to, like for
Mm.
long-term goals, stuff like that. Like everything with tariffs, everything is going on right now. Like you're seeing is lining up with key areas, like on
Yeah,
BTC,
yeah,
seeing it line up with even with Dow Jones, like you're kind of seeing on the monthly and the weekly, you're just like, yo, like these are like nice areas for investors to get back into, you know. So
yeah,
like, seeing stuff like that and being able to see even just like with I don't really care too much about the fundamentals to like as of recent, you know, just
yeah.
with the tariffs and all that, and with Trump being in office. But like you being able to see a news event happen, and
Mhm.
then the market just go this way, and like you're able to recognize, okay, like the economy's moving this way, the dollar's moving this way, so on.
Mm.
So like just kind of like learning the technical analysis part. I think that's like the one of my favorite skills that like I've learned because like I can branch that out into any market essentially.
Of course. Yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I appreciate that, brother. Okay, just a few more. But you've been giving us some great answers, man. Really appreciate it, bro. How would you say it's probably the same thing now with what I just asked you a minute ago, but just a little bit more. How would you say that the Sunday calls have affected your trading?
tremendously, man. Like that's where all the gems are at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you put all the sauce in. So like,
The sauce,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
sauce.
Like
Yeah,
if people really want to be successful, like it's all there. Like it's really all there. Like you're not gatekeeping nothing. There's no like secret thing that Banksy's hiding from anybody. Like it's all there.
have it.
It's
Yeah.
like if people can't be consistent with what you're giving them, then that's something that's just kind of up here, or they just haven't figured it out yet, or they're just not taking it as serious as they should be. Like I've looked on every single one of your posts, and I've seen like even before, like I remember you mentioned it, and I was laughing because you said this. You're like, I used to look at Q's post and just see like
100%.
where he entered it and see the
Yeah,
time, everything. I even long before you said that, I was doing it. That's how I learned. Was
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking at your posts and just seeing the time. I was screenshot, okay, he got in this time, and I was zooming it onto the MT5 and
Yeah,
just
you want to work out why. Why did he do this? What did I see? Why did it? Okay. Okay, he did this here. This is the reason. Like you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out
to
until
this day.
until you're doing it live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't hold anything back. I try to make it clear, like it's a small focus group. And for those who are in with us, like if you join the Sunday call or you join the Wednesday psychology call or you join the Thursday now, gold mining call, like the idea is that we're here to share. Our biggest achievement is seeing everyone else grow. That's what it's about. Like I don't do no crazy marketing. We're not spending thousands on trying to get thousands of people in this group. This is a small group. It there's a small fee. It covers our time. I make money from trading. This can't pay me to live. I can't live from this. This is like it covers my Zoom calls. It covers a bit of time. It's made me better. Funny enough, Trey. Like I haven't told many people this, but since I started doing the Sunday calls, I knew I could trade anyway. Like I was doing really well in trading, but teaching people is a whole different level. This is a serious, like it takes, like it's pressure, and it takes a lot of accuracy and accountability,
Mm.
which is why on my behalf, and when I think about the conversations I've had with Rocky, conversations I've had with Scotty and the team, you know, it's probably also why I didn't choose to do signals because my thing is like sometimes I might post something in the group and people might see it as a signal and they might trade it, but ultimately everyone, needs to be able to trade on their own. That's the ultimate goal. You come in the club, you join the club, you learn, etc. Blah blah blah. You should be able to go whether I'm online or not, and people should be able to just take a trade and grow. Like you've done all that shit on your own. All of
Mm.
that growth that you've done, that's you. Okay, yeah, you jump on the calls and you're learning and you're growing, but ultimately you're trading like your own skill set, like you're doing that. And that is the biggest achievement for us is for people to not have their handheld, to be able to do it on their own. I don't believe in any of these silly marketing schemes. I feel like it's best to really teach people and let people really go and be able to fish for themselves. So that's kind of where we are with that. Okay, so just quickly then, I know that
So
you,
can I kind of piggyback off that?
yeah, 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 sure.
Like, sorry to cut you off, but like that's like so crucial. It's not even funny. Like I remember in the jump, I was so like reliant, like checking the Discord, yo, is Banksy gonna post? Banksy gonna post? Cause like I'm saying, yo, these markets are crazy. Like, cause I still didn't know like how to trade yet.
Yeah, Yeah.
like I was like more thankful later on, like because you don't post every single trade. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
kind of,
Really.
if you're
Yeah.
gonna get in, you're gonna get in, like kind of letting people be responsible for their own trades as well. Like you're not just giving out free signals like you were saying. So like I was so thankful for that because I was like, he's actually letting us learn more by pulling back a bit. Like more
Mm.
than you realize, like I learned so much more just by you pulling back a little bit, like by not posting as much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Well, so thankful for it because it's just like if you just kept giving me a fish, I would never
Yeah.
learn how to fish like you were saying, you know. So like stuff like that, it was
Yeah.
just so crucial, man. Like you gave us all like you gave us like the fishing rod, you gave us like the baits, but you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah. Yeah.
showing us how to
Now
or
go
like
fish.
exactly, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now
So
go fish, bro. Like, let's. In fact, on Monday and Tuesday, I'm gonna take the boat. Everyone's gonna come with me. We're gonna go in the water. We're gonna fish. We're gonna eat. Get the barbecue on. We're gonna eat. But on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm coming in the boat. I'm chilling. Let's see who's been listening, man. Let's fish. And
uh,
that's what it's always been about, bro. Like that's really what it's been about. Like, and I think that's what helped me, and I feel like that's what's helping everyone else. You know, just show the way and let people find the way after that. You know, and then we hold each other accountable every Sunday, and you know we get it done like that. Okay, so a couple more quick questions, right? Um, you had at one point, did you? You've been so 600, that was your biggest, right? When you had 600 funded. Is that the biggest amount you've had? Or have
yeah,
you
right
had
now I'm just trading with 450K.
450K? When you got max allocation, how did it change your like did it change your approach at all? Or do you feel like you did everything the same? Or did anything change there?
Mm, I would definitely say a sense of ego kicked in.
Hmm.
Like I definitely started to feel like I was the guy, you know, kind of like I did get a tad complacent,
Mm.
but still like it just wasn't as like good executions like how I would prefer it. Like I was kind of just being sloppy and kind of just being less professional about it, just kind of like having like a not as good as an approach to the market, like kind of just show up
Yeah, yeah,
and not having like that good of a plan for like I was only for like a week, but I was just like I really got to see it with the P&L. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like that really kicked in with the ego kind of thing, and just again, even I think it was last week or something like that, or 2 weeks ago, when I was
Mm.
up like 35, or I think it was like 35 or something like that,
Yeah.
and I ended up just kind of letting the greed kick in. I was like, yo, I can get a 50K day. Da, da, da.
Mm.
That greed kicked in. Then I really
Right.
got to feel that, like even what Rocky was saying with the euphoria, like
Yeah, yeah,
just on a
yeah.
high of just like consecutive back to back to back wins, like you're gonna feel that. You know, whether I didn't even realize it or not, I never thought I was a greedy person till that moment. And
Right.
I was up like, yeah, I think yeah, like 30, whatever it was. And I'm
Mm.
in Canada, so that was like 40 something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was crazy, bro. And I
Mm.
was sick. That was the worst trade
Yeah.
feeling I ever felt. I've blown accounts over six.
That's
There was nothing that's been worse than that. Cause like I started to think, oh, I can help my family. I could help
yeah,
my whatever with this and that, you know, get all that stuff. So like started to I know it's a bad thing to do
yeah, yeah,
with the thinking of money, but like again, it was just because of greed. So like definitely once the account got bigger, the pride
mm,
and the ego got bigger. So I had to kind of just, you know, dial down and step back a little bit.
yeah.
So
Trading's interesting like that because I feel like when that happens to me, because it still happens from time to time, when it happens to me, it reminds me, it makes me more grateful for when I do have good money on the board. But two, I feel like trading's interesting because it helps a lot of aspects of life. Like it's not just trading, like it makes you be less greedy in real life. It makes you more patient in real life. Yeah, it makes you more like diligent and have discipline and rules in real life. You know, I feel like trading's definitely helped me in that sense. And I feel like some of these things that you've said today, like even like the greed thing just now, you didn't realize you was a greedy person until then. Doesn't mean you're a greedy person, but you dipped in and then you reminded yourself that, whoa, I don't, whoa, you know, like, whoa, bro, like, yo, let's fall back. Let's be grateful for what we get. You know, let's do our work and let's pay ourselves. And these are great lessons. They make us better. You know, they make us better. There will be a day where that's 100,000, and you know you'll be looking at it like but this could be 450, but it's still 100,000 close. You know, let's put that away. You know, so okay. So I've got two more questions, right? Now you have to let me ask you three more. I'm sorry, three more questions.
I was gonna ask you questions too, man.
All right. So, I wanted to ask you how. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes because I made a few different notes, right? Because I had to think about this. Um, how has the Wednesday psychology call being introduced helped you? So we introduced that quite late on. How has that helped you?
Been big, man. Like, bro, Rocky breaks down psychology to like a science, like things you wouldn't even think. You know what I'm saying? Like he just like he's like a scientist, like dissecting the brain. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's
Yeah.
things like again, like things you wouldn't even think of, like just stuff like that. And just like calling things out that you don't even recognize you're doing in the moment. Like he'll be like, I remember he had a call, he was talking about like holding trays longer. And I
Yeah.
still struggle with that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
one of my biggest things. And that's that was like one of the things I was like, okay, I gotta hold my trays on because like as soon as I see, 100 points, sometimes I start getting a little iffy. I'm like, I see a little retracement, I'll get out. Like
Mm,
things like just stuff like that, like having you guys, around everybody, like throughout the entire week is major because like most groups they only have like one call a week
yeah.
or
Yeah.
something even less than that. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that you guys are like, it's like a community that's like based throughout the entire week. Like you guys are
Yeah.
giving everyone the tools necessary. So like you have the midweek psychology classes, which are perfect because like think about it, like so I'm kind of rambling right now, but Wednesday calls like middle of the week, people
Mm,
might get clapped Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe
yeah.
need
Realign.
that like that
It's like a
confidence.
realignment. Yeah. Yeah. Confidence boost, realignment. Yeah. Yeah.
So like midweek is perfect, man. So like, and even with I haven't been to the Thursday calls
Oh,
with
gold mining with Scotty. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I've been to that, but those are looking
It's
crazy.
also because you trade. Is it? Am I right in saying Trey? You mainly trade US 30 though, no?
Yeah,
That's your
just
main
there. That's
pair.
why I haven't joined them. I just was
Yeah, yeah, which is cool. There's a lot of there's a few traders that trade gold that don't come as much to the US 30 calls anymore because now they have, a call which is suited for them. So that's cool. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Um, Second from last question. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your trading journey so far?
mm, nothing's for certain. Nothing's for certain, man. You could have the greatest probability setup of all time. I've got cooked so many times by this over risking because I'm just too confident,
Mm,
thinking like this is the setup, but like you're gonna get humbled real quick. Those are the setups where you get smacked. Those are the
mm,
setups.
mm.
Like you just gotta be like neutral. Like okay, like I've seen this setup happen over and over and over again. If it
Yeah.
plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I remember you mentioning something about that, like blame it on the strategy, blame it on the system, blame it on the edge, something like that. You said something like that,
Uh-huh.
but that like really like resonated with me because I was like, damn, like I really can't be like trying to risk 3, 4, 5% on a trade if it's like if I'm starting to feel that kind of confidence. Like if I get to scale it, maybe I'll go 3%. But like
Yeah, yeah.
I have to have a buffer in place and all that. So like I can't just think because I like the setup it's gonna go my way just
Yeah,
because
yeah. Yeah.
that's nothing's for certain.
Yeah, nothing's for certain. We're gonna get it right a lot of times. Sometimes we're gonna get run over, and it is what it is. The edge isn't gonna play out 100% of the time, as we know. There's been many great trades I've been in as well, Trey, where I would even go away and have dinner and be chilling like I'm 100% winning this trade. Like this shit can turn around. Especially it's US 30. Like this trade has made many, many, many of us rich, but it can also humble you quickly, as you've learned. And I've learned that. I've had to learn that because, it's a fantastic pair. It moves quick, it moves a lot, it makes millionaires every year. But the same way it can go in your favor is the same way that you can have a great trade and the 100 points sometimes can get clipped and then it can still go in your favor. So we just blame it on the edge, like we put it back to the edge and we say, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, when we're supposed to be doing it, then I'm okay. I don't mind if I take an L, if I had a great setup and it just didn't play out, then it's cool. The only time I used to kick myself, and any trader should really kick themselves is if they know they're doing something silly, they're doing a pookie trade, they're doing something out of their rule book. That's the only time. But ultimately, when people stick to the rules and they stick to the edge that they've learned, you know, then ultimately they're usually good and they're profitable, you know. So it's great. But thanks for sharing that, because that's some real stuff. Okay, last one, right? How old you say you are, Trey? How old are you?
I'm 25 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so you're 25, right? If you could speak to the 18-year-old Trey who's getting into trading, right? He's sniffing around, he's seen your page, he's seen the Banksy page, he's seen the Profit Club, he's thinking about joining. What advice would you give him as a trader, and what would you say to him about the Profit Club?
Take the leap of faith, man. Take the risk, take the chance, man. Like, I feel like myself back then, I would be skeptical with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like taking risks. I didn't like that feeling of like, even just like with the fees, like $100 a month. So like, even something like that, like a lot of people, they might see that, I'd rather spend $100 on some shoes or something like that, or something stupid. They don't want to invest into something that's going to be like able to, elevate them in life. And like $100 a month and having, 20K trades, like someone can do that math and just be like, is this worth the investment? You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that. Like I think I would just tell myself to just take the risk and get my ass on the charts and not be complacent, man, and just back test till my eyes start twitching, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. What would you say is the most favorite thing you love about the club, the Profit Club?
The realness, man. Like, you guys have never switched like how you guys have been. Like, it's been consistent from like I think it was a year ago. I think Profit Club started or whatever it was, and it's been like you guys have been consistent with everything you said and done. There's been no spikes that I've seen. Like, it's just no spikes, like you were saying on the call. Like, there's just consistent numbers. You're always putting your 20 lots. There's no like 90 lots here and like a 10 lot here and a 5 lot here. It's just a consistent system that you've refined, that you've perfected over time, and that you're even continuing to refine. So like, I think that's like the biggest thing. Just telling us what we need to hear and not what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like the way you guys talk, like you and Rocky. Like, you're not yes men. Like, you're gonna tell people how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what like we need as traders. Like, not a lot, but like a lot of people, they like to tell people what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You and Rocky, you're telling us the things we actually need to do, and you're giving us all the tools because you guys have dealt with all the BS. You guys have been in the game for a year, so like you're just like shortening our learning curve even more. So like, I'm super thankful for that, for real. It's a blessing in the club.
We appreciate that, brother, man. We really appreciate that, Trey. Well, listen, we appreciate you. As I say, man, you've come a long way. You're doing fantastic. You're gonna only get bigger and better, and your results are gonna get better, and you've already killed it. You're earning everything you're getting right now. It's been earned, nothing's given, everything's been earned. You've been putting in the work, and the fruits are there. You're enjoying the fruit now, and I just see there's a few key people, as I say, and you're definitely one of them, that we want, we'll be keeping a very close eye on your journey. I'm very interested to see where you'll be 1 year from now, in your trading journey. I feel like your life could be completely different. It's changing already. It's already had a 180, but I feel like it could be a really special story, man. So just stay focused, stay in the game, keep doing what you do, and you're doing it anyway, man. So just keep it going. Keep it going, bro. And we appreciate having you. So yeah, keep sharing with us, keep sharing your story, and keep putting those blues on the board, man. All right, thank you for your time, man. I'll see you Sunday. All right, blessings, bro.